Act 1. The Wayfarer's Inn. 3. New friends and former enemies. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Listen, I can fix this. Just let me pick up some chamomile tincture from the treehouse. Chamomile is proven to be great for healing wounds. You've done enough, little pal. I'll be good from here, thanks. Fable, Lynn, back so soon? Inkeep. Say, did you send this blighter after me? I told you she has nothing to do with any of this. It's my fault. My fault alone. So let me at least fix you up. You better keep your clumsy hands off me. What happened? Look at the arrows. Oh gosh. Now, how about we calm our spirits a bit and tell me what happened? A misunderstanding, I suppose. Yes. The elf thought I was the Uncle Dragger lookalike. The uncle that looks like a werewolf? Yes. No, it's a bit more complicated. Doesn't matter. What matters is this elf mistook me for a werewolf. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Maybe, but not on purpose, I promise. It's just me and my bad luck. See, it happened again. Nothing ever goes right. Don't say that, Fable. Tell me what happened. We can start from the beginning, alright? Right, so... You sent me out to look for the werewolf in Trigger Inn. I felt agile and ready, braver than I've ever felt before. The quest I gave you, Innkeep. I recall, Lynn. Good. I have my shortcuts and trails that allow me to travel rather swiftly through the Ashen Grove. And by early dusk I reach the borders of Trigger Inn. The Ashen Grove thins out around there. You can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as a farm or two. Truly idyllic, especially during sunset. There's one downside to idyllic sunset though. Ugh. It gets dark. Of course it does. Every tall lumen person in the dark is automatically a werewolf, huh? No, but every tall, looming person hunting down a farmer's sheep is. No, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. And the quest stated that was exactly what the werewolf would be doing. In my defense, I'm broke. We've all been there. So Lynn was busy hunting sheep in the shadows of dusk. You thought she must be a werewolf? Exactly so. And then you needed not 1 but 3 arrows? I'm swift with the bow. Figured. And I was preparing to fight, not bargain. So I shoot. Trigger happy. I can't get myself to aim right for the heart, so I aim for the shoulder. And suddenly, the werewolf starts cursing, and cussing words I've never heard before, like a sailor. Or how I'd imagine a sailor would swear. You're telling me you never heard beep before? Hey, what's going on? Beep! Why is it censored? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Blah. Anyways, I was watching the prey through the bushes, and suddenly I felt a piercing pain through my shoulder. Not once, but twice. But 3 times, 'cause I cussed and swore that bleep hurt. Y'all like my bleep? Never been so happy to have missed. So I turned around and got ready to lunge at the rascal who dared to aim at me. And an orange gleaming eye stared at me through the shadows, right into my soul. I thought, that's it. It's over. I heard the bells of death ringing in my ears. I was done for. I hadn't even set foot out of the Ashen Grove. I stumbled backwards, tripped over a branch, and crashed into a tree. Nah, that weren't the parson bells, Elfie. Actual bells from the chapel in the tower. In the town. My name's Fable. Right. So, they crashed into a tree, and the rustling of leaves cracked the branches and high-pitched yelp. I didn't yelp. Yes, you did. It caught the attention of the actual culprit. He must have been in his way to tear apart yet another sheep. Or perhaps the farmer's heart, this time, after our wrestling caught his attention. I heard the growling, such a deep guttural growl, it made my blood curdle. I swear I saw my life flash before my eyes. Sounded more like an empty stomach to me. A big empty stomach then. Either way, bad. Very bad. A howl rang through the air when he emerged from the bushes. A tall, towering, glowing red eyes and fangs as big as my hand. Probably around 8 feet high. 6 feet max. 8. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. You said that already. No, I didn't. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine, and I was frozen. I was sure the Mary Morgan incident would repeat itself. I'd stand there and watch everything as it happened, unable to move. He looked around and sniffed the air, his eyes locked with mine. But then I remembered what you told me. Werewolves love playing fetch. So I swiftly pushed away the tree and picked up a stick from the ground. The werewolf noticed my movement. But before it could lunge at me, I threw the stick into the bushes, as far away from me as possible. I wanted to buy myself some time to adjust my bow, but the stick somehow also influenced Carolyn, and both of them hurtled towards the bushes. And that's not all. While I couldn't help but run after that stick, I noticed something odd about the werewolf. Flannel rag. So I forgot about the stick and grabbed him by the throat, slamming him against the tree. Oh my goodness gracious! Whoa! He wiggled and twisted like a worm, growling and barking right in my face. I stared him right in the eyes as I heard the elf approach from behind. They knocked an arrow on the bow. Don't, Carolyn said, and I lowered my bow hesitantly while she studied the werewolf's face. She growled like she always does. Huh. Uncle Dragon, she explained, and I flinched. That Uncle Dragon? Yeah. My darn uncle was in full werewolf transformation in front of me, right there. Acting like the biggest, wildest rascal in the whole world. I was joking when I told you that story, Ankeep. I wouldn't have thought the werewolf was actually my uncle. But this is exactly why I don't do cases involving lycanthropy. So how did you deal with him? Confronted him, of course. Knocked some sense into him, you know. We tied him to a tree so he wouldn't get any ideas before transforming back. I knew learning all those sailor knots was good for something. Good for a lot more than that. Oh, I mean... Either way. The truth was only half as exciting as figuring it out was. Apparently he contracted lycanthropy at an annual family gathering. And since he grew short-tempered, He and his husband got into a lot of fights, so he ran away. I can understand that all too well. Running away? And of course, I can't kill Caroline's uncle just because he's a werewolf. So you let him go? The elf knows a swamp witch that might have worked out a cure and dropped him off there. No more tearing apart sheep for now. So, all in all, you'd say the quest was a success? With a few obstacles attached. And someone getting hurt. Listen, the arrows themselves ain't the problem. The coat, though, that was expensive. I'm sorry, really? Ah, don't worry about it. After all, we got rid of the lichen. For now. Elfie, you even got a keepsake. It's nothing, really. It's not even that interesting. I just thought... You thought? I thought it would be a nice reminder of my first successful quest. I like trinkets. What is it? Show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me. I wanna see. Come on, quit being shy. Well, we played fetch with the stick afterwards, and I thought I could bring it here. After Caroline brought it back to me. I had to finish playing fetch after all. A nice memory of sorts, you know? That is a nice memory. Thank you, Fable. I know just where to put it. Oh, cute. Gonna add to our pot. Right, anyways. How about a drink to celebrate? On me. I told Caroline you have a hand for mixing just the right thing for any situation. Are you happy? Absolutely, for the both of you. I'll pass. I'm going to run home quickly to get the chamomile tincture. See you later. Later. So, Inky, surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean the usual. Strength never gets old. Strength. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And a little bit of it. A little pop of that. Bada bing. Oh, bada boom. Here you go, my lady. Yeah, this should be to your liking. It is. Not bad. Thanks. So, that little blighter, you raise him? Abel? Oh, no. No? That's surprising. You two seem very close, like family. They're a regular. Oh, I see. I helped give them advice. They're still available? Yes. Great. I'm taking it. You still have arrows stuck in your shoulder. 'Tis but a scratch. Plus, Elfie's getting me into one of her hippie selves. Should be fine. Alternatively, you could take a rest. Get some sleep. Let your wounds heal. Rid yourself of the ammunition decorating your body right here. Alternatively, you can mind your own business. Okay, I'm just saying. I know what I can handle. And if you don't move on to a proper quest without bumbling elves and useless relatives, I'll go insane sooner or later. You want that? No, at least not in my tavern. I worked really hard on that woodwork. Then do your job and let me take it. I mean, you already have. I'm just doing my job and, how do you call it, expressing appropriate concern? You did this woodwork yourself? Excellent transition, Lynn. Yes, I did. I did all of it myself. Why? Couldn't get anyone to help you. I had a very specific vision. And too much free time. That too. Boredom does things to you. One day you're bored, next you're learning how to gloss wood. Do you know any carpentry? I know of carpentry. And of boredom. That's exactly why I gotta take this quest. Need to counteract the boredom before it makes my biceps shrink. Okay. I don't think that's how that works. But boring is not what I'd call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. Could by taking Elf along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. Don't need another accidental piercing. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire, they don't mix too well. Also, if everyone did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. A fake one? Got me thinking, ain't it blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends, are you religious? Guess not. Then, no. Would it be if I was? I don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realm. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Huh. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, well, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. I'm curious. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon head? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm's keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she, passed? Left. Oh, damn! One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moment somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Maybe she's off stealing sheep. Oh, well, that made her mad. Too soon. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she ever encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I am sure you will. You can tell me the story. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're I like, Blood and Flame Saga. They're fascinating creatures, very interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic in their wings. You can just ask their magic. I'm not sure about their wings. Huh. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. I don't do that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anyone. Well, the arrows in her arm would stay otherwise, actually. Yeah, the last time someone tried to help me, they shot me with 3 arrows. Exactly. They weren't trying to help you, they were trying to kill you. But alas, does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? Didn't say that. I see. Does that count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. They're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for the fight. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Maybe you'd want a drink with an infusion. I just got to unpack my shipment today. What? Infusion. I use them to spice up my drinks. They grant you special ability. Like Phoenix chilies, and a little bit of one would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on intelligent. I don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Okay. Alright. Now that I have access to my infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use a different ingredient than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster's shape, so that I mix the correct ingredients. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. So we need the pepper. And then we're either going for defense or in. And a bit of. I do like that. That's not really a good. Player for intelligence. Go for something expensive. Or does it just not? It just doesn't need it. It just need it. Sure. Figured it out. You're getting even better. Thanks. I'm feeling tougher already. And dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break. Even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less than. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. What I do need is that chamomile salve. Gotta go look for that blighter. Go easy on them. Huh. Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. The hood's not up. He's slowly showing more and more. Good evening to you. This quest wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. No. Just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. Are you gonna keep the cape, bro? Does you sound like you're gonna keep the cape? I mean... yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So, you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence, me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has? Once, I had a vampire mix-up. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yeah. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave, and anything that tries merges into a land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt-feeding, rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb, something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire. She seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. That consequences being you. Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decoration? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair seems a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you'll deliver yourself to her doorstep, and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from the shadows. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. Oh no, I know. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. This dude's a little too cocky. I was so stealthy I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into the monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife. Alright, enough secrets. You're creeping me out. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think you could benefit from either some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those who harm you. Fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually. For a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want a stake in her heart before her fangs are in my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Okay, kinky. Strength, I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape right from under her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lust against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? So... agility and I mean, we don't know how long this will last, though. I feel like the safer bet is gonna be... and what is it? A pine cone. Let's have a go. Oh, there's too much defense now. There we go. Southern Brawler. Bing, bing, bing. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Liquid Sunrise. Not quite, but that's a good name. Can I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see you. Did you hear about my new drink, the Liquid Sunrise? Good one. Tastes like the sun, a cold sun. And I shall strike her down as such. The sun? Evelyn. Ah, that makes more sense. Goodbye, innkeep. I would pray the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Air Echo 25 Day Rogue Themis Chaotic Good Arcana of the Moon. Zephyr is a difficult character to say the least. They are so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. All for a bitter end. End of the day.